Hey everyone, Karolyne Roberts here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about words a wife should never say to her husband. So if you're interested in watching more, then definitely stay tuned. Alright guys, now welcome back to the channel. I am so excited to be back here. I have missed you guys so much. I took a break from YouTube and social media in general for a good minute. A lot of things have been happening in my family, a lot of changes, a lot of good stuff. And you know, when the right time comes, I will share the information with you guys. But yeah, God is good. God is good, and I'm excited to be back with another video. So in this video, we're talking about words a wife should never say to her husband, and this video was inspired off of my new book that is releasing December 22nd, right in time for Christmas. Get your pre-order in. It's available on Amazon, and my new book is called 100 Ways to Love and Respect Your Husband. To love and respect your man, sis. The challenge starts January 1st. Join me and hundreds of other wives all around the world in the challenge to love and respect our man, our kings, our husbands that the Lord has given us. And it's just a beautiful calling, an amazing calling to be a wife. Not saying that there's anything wrong with singleness. I enjoyed my single season. Singleness is beautiful. The Bible even says when you're single, you know, you're able to focus more on the Lord. But a married woman is concerned with the affairs of her household and her husband, right? But I believe that in every single season we're in, we should embrace it. We should appreciate it and just bring God the glory in that. So I am inviting all wives who want to bring God glory through their marriage to join me on this 100-day challenge, y'all. We are doing it together. It kicks off January 1st, 2023, day one. So you want to make sure that you pre-order the book. We're going to be going through the book in order to do this challenge. We are sold out of the signature bundle for now. The signature bundle is the bundle that comes with the video book, as well as it comes with the signed book. But you can still get the soft cover, you can get the hard cover, or you can buy the video book on my website at karolyne.com. I don't know why I keep doing this. But I've poured my heart and soul into it. We're talking about everything in the book. I'm talking about intimacy, sex, right, in marriage, because we don't talk about that enough in church. And God created sex. Sex is a beautiful thing. So you know how you can spice it up for your man in holy matrimony, in your beautiful union. And just how you can love your husband but also respect him. What does biblical submission look like? What are the misconceptions? So yeah, check out my book. I'm gonna put it up on the screen so y'all can see the cover. 100 Ways, sis, to love and respect your husband. The 100-day challenge for a surviving and a thriving marriage. So I'm super excited about that. If it's your first time on my channel and you're just meeting me, hey, I'm Karolyne. Definitely subscribe to my channel and click the notifications bell so that you don't miss out on any updates, y'all. All right, so let's hop into words a wife should never say to her husband. And the first one, if we get started, is a one that my husband really doesn't like. And a lot of things on this list is through experience, y'all. Just don't say it. Or it depends on the context sometimes. Sometimes it's not what you say, but how you say it and the context of saying it. So the first one is the word why. Why? And I used to use this word a lot with my husband. Just why? Why? But we get in a position where we're questioning. We're not just asking a question. There's a difference between asking a question and questioning, right? And we want to trust our husband, right? To lead. You want to be able to show him that you trust him, you put your faith in him, you trust his judgment and discernment and all that good stuff. So in order to do that, stop questioning your man by asking him why. Okay? So that is one of the words that Maybe you should change your vocabulary and just say, okay, babe, I'm on board. I support you, babe. I got you. Okay, so the next thing that you shouldn't tell your husband is dun, 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 go to sleep. Okay, go to sleep. He is a full grown man, okay, and he'll choose the time that is right for him to go to sleep. Okay, I know we can be concerned. Hey, and by the way, I've been guilty, if not all, been guilty of all saying all of these things. I've been guilty of maybe 70, 80%. Okay, I know that my husband, like, if he's up late doing something or working on a project, I'm so concerned and I'm anxious for him and I'm worried. I'm like, you need to get your rest, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to go to sleep. No, sis, he's a grown man, you need to chill out. Okay, so I had to learn how to calm myself down, and he'll go to sleep when he's ready to go to sleep. It is not my job to try to control or micromanage my husband. So we need to stop telling our husbands to go to sleep or when to wake up or any of that stuff. The next thing that you should never say to your husband is get it yourself, because that's just plain rude. If your husband is saying, hey, please, can you grab this for me or can you do this for me? One of the beauties of marriage and one of the things that we are called to is the ministry of service. And as wives, we need to know how to serve our husband as unto the Lord in a way that brings God glory. So if your husband is asking you to get something for him and you're busy or you're doing something, instead of saying, get it yourself, just pause what you're doing or just find a better way to say it. Hey, babe, I'll get it in a moment. Hey, babe, can you please give me a second? I'll definitely get it when I get the chance. But get it yourself, that's kind of rude. So that's one of the things that we should probably never say to our man if we want to love him and respect him as the king that he is. The next one is, I have a better idea, right? A lot of times we think we know everything as women. We always think we're right. But it's not true. And he wants to feel like you value his ideas and his thoughts as well. So when your husband gives you an idea or he's sharing something new, just pause for a moment and take it all in and just listen and accept what he is saying before you just interject and you're like, I have a better idea. Because when you say I have a better idea, you're saying, I heard what you said, but your idea ain't that great. This is better than what you were thinking of over here. Let's do what I want to do. Okay, so just find a different way to say it. If you do have an idea, that's great. But instead of saying, I have a better idea, say, and babe, we can also consider this. And babe, I think that, this thing would complement what you're doing. That's how you want to go about it. You don't have to put someone down in order to make your idea or whatever you're bringing to the table look better. The next one is, and I'm guilty of this one. Hey, I'm being completely honest. I'm being completely transparent. In the book, I share my struggles. I get real. So I don't want y'all to feel like this is just a checklist where I'm telling you this what you gotta do, this what you gotta do, because every marriage is different, every situation is different. And I really come from the heart of, I love you, sis, and I want you to experience the beauty of marriage in the way that God intended. I want you to thrive in your marriage. I want you to have fun. I want you to enjoy your husband. We got a whole chapter in the book dedicated to just fun, to play. We got a whole chapter dedicated to romance and sex. So it's not like this, everything is serious and you must submit in this strict thing, okay? And in that comes with me also putting myself in a place where I'm sharing my vulnerabilities and I'm able to be transparent with you all. So I have said this next one, I already know that, okay? This goes back with the previous point. We don't know everything. And I've used this in like simple things. So like if my husband's like, did you see what happened on the news the other day? For instance, I could be like, oh, I already know that, right? But we don't want to come with that attitude, because it's like, oh, you're late. I already figured that out. You late, babe. I already know that. You just figuring that out on the news? Like, no. So we should be like, instead, yeah, babe, I heard of that. What do you think about it? And then make that an invitation to now engage with him on, seeing what his thoughts are about the topic. But when you just say, I already know that, and you shut it off, it's kind of like you're building a wall and you're saying, I know that, I've processed it through my mind, I have my thoughts about it, I already know that. And then it's not really engaging your husband in conversation with you, because the reason he brought it up to you is because he wants to know what you think about it. So you don't even have to say, oh yeah, I came up. You can quickly say, yeah, I saw that, babe, and I think this. Like, what are your thoughts about it? He's not just telling you about it for no reason. He wants to know your thoughts. He wants your feedback. So try not to just act like you know it all and say, oh, I already know that. Oh, I already learned how to do that. Oh, I already saw that. Oh, you missed that. I already saw that, right? Let's try not to do that. The next one is no, not right now. Okay, this is kind of similar to the one earlier where it's like get it yourself. But when your husband asks you to do something like, hey, can you give the kids a bath? Can you put the kids to bed? Blatant rebellion is basically what it is. Nope, not right now. I'll do it when I'm ready. No. So no, just always saying no and just coming from a spirit of rebellion. And a lot of these points that I mentioned, I believe that there is a spiritual identity behind them that can be pinpointed and exposed, which I do in the book. In the book, I actually give a bonus chapter, and in the bonus chapter, I talk about the 10 spirits behind the foolish wife. And I talk about the 10 qualities of a fruitful wife. So let's touch on some of these spirits. When you ask the question, why? It's because you're coming from a place of doubt. It's because you're coming from a place of distrust and you're questioning your husband. When you're telling him to go to sleep, it's because you're coming from a place of anxiety and fear and you're just so worried about him, right? But he's a grown man. When you're saying, oh, get it yourself, that's coming from a place of disrespect. When you're saying, oh, I have a better idea, that's coming from a place where you are now demeaning your husband. When you are saying, I already know that, that's coming from a spirit of pride. When you're saying, no, I'm not doing that, that's coming from a spirit of rebellion. Let's move on to the last two, and then I'm going to wrap this video up. The next one is when you are comparing your husband to somebody else. So you can say, but this person, and you use it as a way to get your way. So, but this person's husband did this, but that person's husband takes her for long walks on the beach and took her to Fiji last year. How come we can't go on a vacation this year? How come we can't eat at that expensive restaurant? How come? Look at this person's husband. Look at this person's marriage. Look at that family. Why can't our family do that? Look at them wearing matching outfits. Why can't you do the photo shoot in the matching outfits too? This is comparison. Stop comparing your man to other people's men. God gave him and created him, crafted him specifically for you. He is a unique person. He has different gifts, talents, and qualities. And in this book, I want to really help you to really appreciate and shift your perspective of how amazing your husband really is. All right. The last one is giving ultimatums and threats. Those are things that you don't want to say to your husband. You don't want to put out that negativity into the atmosphere. If you don't do this, I'm going to leave. If you don't do this, I'm going to divorce you. If you don't do this, I'm going to take the kids. If you don't do this. That is so controlling. That is so manipulative. If you don't do this or else. Okay? I want us as wives to come to a place where we fully trust our husband, but more importantly, we trust the God himself who is the center of our marriage. And you cannot change anybody, honey. You cannot save anybody. Even if you were married to a man who maybe doesn't believe in God, who isn't saved. I talk about that on the book. I talk about how to deal with being in an unequally yoked marriage. All that good stuff. But it's important to know that only God can save a man. Only God can change a man's heart. Only God can do that. So how can you really go to war for your marriage in prayer, in fasting, and just in your behavior and conduct as a wife to win your husband over to Christ, or to bring peace to your home, or to bring the spark back into your marriage. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe. Let me know in the comment section below if there is something that you've heard, women say that you definitely think should never be said to a man, to your husband, that is disrespectful. I'm interested to know what you guys come up with. But I love you guys so much. I'm happy to be back on YouTube. I'm happy to bring forth the content. Last announcement. February 2023, President's Day weekend, the 17th and the 18th of February. I am hosting my annual women's conference, Dear Daddy Weekend, in Orlando, Florida. So many of you have registered already. I'm excited to see you all. I'm excited to meet you all. We're going to have deliverance. We're going to have worship, breakthrough, a time of baptism, a time of rededication, fellowship, sisterhood, a pajama party. So many amazing things that I'm excited for. Last year was amazing. I know this year is going to be even better. I just wanted to do a few announcements. We are doing our last call for volunteers. If you are interested in volunteering, you can check out our website at deardaddy.org to volunteer. Volunteers do get a volunteer discount. And we do have some spots still available for vendorship. So if you are interested in being a vendor, if you own a small business, Christian business, whatever, and you want to share your products and your brands, you can also sign up for vendorship on the website to learn more. And I'm excited about this book launch, y'all. 100 Ways to Love and Respect Your Husband. We get started on January 1st, so make sure you're registered. To register, just go to my website at karolyne.com, and on the homepage you'll see the challenge, and you'll be able to click that and learn more, purchase the book, sign up for the challenge so that you can receive updates from me. I'll be sending out daily updates and reminders, and every single day I'm going to be challenging you with a task, but all of us, because I'm doing it too, y'all. I'm doing it too, of what we can do that day to show love and respect to our husband. All right. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next YouTube video. Until next time, bye.